to the grand unveiling and road naming ceremony for Jack Mills Way. I'm sure you'll all agree the road is looking great. Could do a bit of cleaning over there, couldn't it really, just a little bit, but I'm sure that'll get washed away with the rain, which hopefully will keep away until we've done the unveiling of the sign. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Ian Mills for coming and his family for joining us today. It means a great deal to have you present while we mark the completion of the road, which is named after his grandfather Jack. Driver Jack Mills was attacked on board a train from Crewe, London Euston, in 1963. For those of you around my age, it's what's commonly known as the Great Train Robbery. Jack bravely resisted robbers before being overcome by force and thuggery. Although he and fellow driver Dave Whitley survived the attack, the impact was felt by both men for the rest of their lives. It was under terrible circumstances that Mr. Mills became known to so many, and I'm delighted to say that we were able to pay tribute to him in some way, and to do so in his hometown. Again, I thank you, Ian, for attending, and look forward to seeing you unveil the street side just down at the other roundabout later. We also intend to pay tribute to Mr. Whitby with the opening of the Crewe Link Road, just down the road from here in the coming months. I hope it's not too many months, by the way. Shortly we'll see lorries from some of Crewe's longest established business mark the opening of this ceremony by driving along the road as a first official user. Morning foods have been extremely accommodating during the construction work, and I'm so very happy to also welcome you here today. This project is down to a lot of hard work and lobbying from Cheshire East Council and local businesses, and with help from our local MP Edward Timpson, and it's his great pleasure to see it come to fruition. The team and site have done a sterling job. Last week they told me it wasn't going to be open until Friday, but they pulled out all the stops and we're managing to open it today. So thank you everyone who's been involved in the project. It's almost 3/4 of a mile long and links the A500 at Shavington to Cressley Road in Crewe. A significant step forward in relieving traffic congestion in and around Crewe. And I'm sure over the next 10 years we'll see some significant other steps made in terms of highway development to accommodate the growth in this area. Importantly, from an employment point of view, it opens up 35 hectares for both employment and housing land. We hope that this will develop and bring 2,000 extra jobs to Crewe with a GVA of over 40 million. We deliver this scheme in partnership with the developer Goodman, and I will now pass you on to the Development Director, Ian Pritchard, who wants to say a few words. Thank you.
Here representing Goodman, the landowner of the site. We've been invested in this site for a number of years, and I shocked myself when I looked back at our records, and we first invested in this site back in 2004. So while you see the last 12 months have been pretty hectic activity on site, there's been many months and years involvement in this site long before that. So I'd like to pass on my personal thanks to the local members who we have worked with, particularly in the last few years, because since the global financial crisis, it's been a challenge really to bring this site forward. But working with local members, we've reached a very good outcome, I think you can see before you today. That discussion with members was in an open dialogue. We worked very carefully together to bring forward the scheme that is now here, and I think you'd agree with me that it looks great, and it'd be great to see the opening later on today. So again, those thanks to those members. I'd also like to thank my colleague Paul Heslop, who's worked on this site for many more years than I have, and also our planning team at Sporthus, and Anna is here representing Sporthus today. I'd also like to thank David Rothwell. I'm not sure if he's here, I've not seen him yet, but he's worked closely with John Sisk in bringing forward this quality scheme, and we'd like to work with them very much in the future. There's still a lot to do, of course. We've got 50 to 60 acres of employment land, which we'd like to say to investors, come to Crewe. It's ready, we've done all the hard work for you, so we'd like to see you and bring you around and show you the site. Taylor Wimpey, of course, have submitted their planning application. They believe in the site, and hopefully they will be on site very soon. So thank you very much for coming, and I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you. I'll pass on to
I think I'm the last gig, so you'll be able to get in your cars and rev them any moment soon. I hope that's not the first and I hope it is the last traffic jam that we ever see on this road. But the reason this is such an important milestone in the development and regeneration and growth of Crewe and the surrounding area is because it's a recognition of the potential that Crewe has had for a very long time and is now finally being realised. And this is just part of a much bigger jigsaw that we are putting together in partnership with the council, with transport, with other government departments and the parish councils who are represented here in force this morning. And the 2,000 jobs, the £40 million of inward investment that is predicted that this road will help bring about is one of just many opportunities that there are now right across the Crewe area to show what we are made of. And it falls on the back of the HS2 decision and seeing Crewe as a fully integrated hub station, as well as the Crewe Green Link Road we're going to see open hopefully later this year. And together I think they demonstrate that if we do work closely with a single voice and a clear vision of what Crewe and the surrounding South Cheshire area can offer, then we can deliver the results that this community deserves. I've also been told that we have a road with one of the first ever installations of newt-friendly curbs. So anyone who has evidence to suggest that this is working and is a step forward in the development of new roads, then please come forward. We know we've looked after our newts over the last decade in the work towards this day, and it's good to know that that work continues as this road will now be open to the public. But this really is an important step forward in Crewe's history. I hope that the local communities will see great benefit, not just in the easing of congestion, but also the chances for their quality of life to improve in the process. So can I just congratulate everyone who's here, who's made today happen. I'm told it's on time, it's on budget. We worked hard to get the £7 million worth of money from the Department for Transport, for which we are eternally grateful, because what it has done is made sure that we've made another step in the right direction and that Crewe is really on the up. So thank you all very much indeed, and we'll look forward now to seeing the Mournflake lorries deliver a new path to their great factory in Crewe. Thank you very much.
These orange Mournflake lorries are officially, probably not practice, the first vehicles to use this road.